Hi, everybody, and welcome to our second edition of the Future Food Convention. Sorry, this is our second day. We had some session already, and now we have two more. And we're going to have an exciting day tomorrow. We are here in the session about the ethics and potential of chocolate in Ghana with Sophia Ernst.
Hey, it's so nice to be here. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be great, yeah. Before we deep dive already into the session, I'm gonna say a few words about holytisch and who we are. So we are a future food collective of several people. At the moment, we are a core team of 3. This is Charlotte behind the scenes. You will not see her during the convention. She is in her normal life action research expert related to agroecology. My name is Joella. I work in the field of ecosystem regeneration, and we are super happy that we have Damini this year in our team. She is live streaming from Delhi. She's gonna moderate the next session. And she is a food writer and journalist related to all topics around the food system. Why are we doing holytisch? So we have the feeling that often everybody is so swamped with negative news, and we have the feeling there's no change, no innovation, and climate crisis is right in front of our faces, socio-economic crisis everywhere. And with our convention, we are trying to catalyze change specifically in the food system, but it's an interdisciplinary field. So we are bringing everybody together from different angles, and we are trying to showcase people and projects that are already champions in the food system or becoming some for a more sustainable and regenerative future. I think now I'm going to give a little bit tech guidance. So this session is going to be 45 minutes, and then we're going to jump into the deep dive, which is our Q&A format, and then you have the chance to exchange face-to-face with Sophia and ask her questions or exchange ideas, whatever you feel like. The link to the Zoom is going to be in the YouTube chat. And now I'm very happy that I'm here with you, Sophia. You are the content manager of FairAfric, and you guys want to change the chocolate industry. So yes. I think we can start with you introducing yourself, if you like.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Sophia. As Joella said, I'm the content manager for FairAfric. So I'm doing everything related to content, social media posts, newsletter, text, whatever. So everything related to content. And we are a small startup. So I'm in every field, to be honest, because everyone needs content and something from me. So yeah, it's kind of, that comes with working in a startup, I think. To FairAfric, we are, as I said, a startup or a social company. We are from Munich, and yeah, we are changing the chocolate industry already because we are producing chocolate from tree to bar in Ghana, which has never been done for the export to the global north. I mean, in Ghana, there has been production for chocolate for the Ghanaian market, but not for exporting to the global north. So we are already changing and challenging all the big companies who are producing chocolate in the global north to produce in the global south. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're quite different from everybody else. And I remember that you sent me a figure that 70% of the cacao beans are coming from West Africa, but only 1% of chocolate is produced in West Africa.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for everybody, a little bit of background info, because I didn't know that normally you export the beans from West Africa, for example, and then the whole production is in the global north. So we just really take all the raw materials out of the countries and the most money is being made here in the global north when we are making the chocolate. So yeah, that's the normal way of producing chocolate, and we are just doing everything in West Africa, in Ghana.
Yeah, I think that's really, really amazing. And I spent some time in Ghana this year as well, or most of my time I spent in in Ghana, and also next year. So for me, it's really great to have. We had a session before focused on the Ghana food movement, and now I'm super happy that we have another session about Ghana. And I think what you just said really comes to a good point, because I think it's called the $1 billion gap. I read somewhere that some people call it the $1 billion gap, the difference between producing and exporting, and then especially to Switzerland, which brings me to my next point of Ado's statement to Switzerland, where he said he wants to change now the narrative and the agenda from exporting so much raw material but not having factories in Ghana. It's not just cacao beans, also for gold, because he said like Switzerland has this narrative of being famous for jewelry and being famous for their chocolate, but actually without countries like Ghana that wouldn't be possible. And now he wants to swap it basically and produce more in country and export less. And now I would ask you what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, I think it was the summer that he gave a whole speech about producing in Ghana and not being dependent on the big countries in the global north. And when we read the headlines in the newspaper, we were so surprised, but also so proud, because that's exactly what we want the big companies to realize, that it is super important that we don't keep these dependencies from the global north to the global south. That we don't keep them anymore, because these are just old structures, like colonial structures, which are still there in the whole market. And with Ado's statement, it was just so clear, and to Switzerland in this example, that this is nothing we should really keep on doing. We should change this. We need to start producing in these countries which are filled with so much expertise and so much amazing power. They have so many ideas in our factory. We are blown away so often from the whole energy around producing in the country. So we are just really proud when we read the headline. It was really cool.
Yeah, I think it's it's a really great chance for developing economy, realizing, okay, this is actually, we have a lot of power in our country actually, and we just have to really push to switch the current situation. And
but also not only for Ghana, for example, but also for the big companies in Switzerland to realize that this is now not a concept which has a future, because it needs to be changed. And the hope is that maybe also through our example, through our expertise we are building there with people from Ghana, that it is possible to produce high quality, really, really delicious chocolate there, and that we are not these old structures don't need to be there anymore. So I think that's also really good and really powerful sign from Ado for the big corporations in Switzerland or in the global north, that they need to change.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a one-way street. Yeah, right. Like the European or from other countries, the European investment needs to come to build factories there and bring infrastructure instead of exploiting them. In the end,
exactly.
So this is what you are claiming on your website, I think, that you want to decolonize chocolate. I guess that's where you're going.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge claim to make. but this is our vision, just to, I mean, we built a factory there. We are only employing Ghanaian people, and we founded sister corporations, I would call it, Ghana Limited, which is only in Ghanaian hands. Our management team, everyone there is just Ghanaian. So we are really working like on an eye level with Team Ghana and Team Germany. So we always call ourselves one team. So that's the first step, I think, on decolonizing, to be honest, to give them a chance to have high quality jobs, to build really high quality jobs, not only in the production, but also in the management, in HR, in, I don't know, marketing, finance, and whatsoever. And it's just about breaking structures, breaking old structures, breaking old, I don't know, traditions, or we are so used to exporting, exploiting. I think it's just I think it's the vision is just to be about boldness, to be maybe a little bit naive, to be to challenge the status quo. So I think that's our vision. But I think we are doing a great job. I mean,
I think you're doing
small
you're doing fantastic work. I mean, I don't want to mistake, but I think now you have already something like almost 900 farmers that you are collaborating with, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we are working with Yaira Glava, which is the first bio-certified cocoa initiative in Ghana, which is also on itself quite crazy, to be honest. And now we are working with them since the beginning, and we are buying the cocoa beans from them and having a really close relationship to the farmers on the farms, and producing them in our factory. And I think it's really interesting because it's working on two sides. On the one hand, we have this high quality jobs. We have the whole knowledge which is being built in the factory with the, I don't know, with more payment, more than the minimum wage and whatsoever, health insurance and all the stuff. But then we are working with the farmers, and they are getting more paid. We are paying more than the fair trade premium per cocoa ton.
You are paying crazy more than
paying $600. So it's a crazy amount of money, but it's so important because then what we are seeing at the moment is so interesting, because the farmers are starting to send their kids to school, to university, and a lot of kids, they are coming back and they want to found a company, for example, in this region, because they understand that it's important to have companies in the rural areas in Ghana. So we are not only just giving the parents more money, but also in the same time, I don't know, it's starting to get, I don't know, a whole system where I don't know exactly how I can explain it, because I think it's so interesting that now also the whole question on what is happening with the kids and the future generations, they are coming back with all this knowledge from the universities, and they're starting to implement it in this area. So I think that's really wonderful. And I think that was something we didn't expect, to be honest. So it's really interesting.
I'm gonna, I just got a question from the YouTube chat. A person is asking, do you need a lot of high technology for producing the chocolate in Ghana? Who finances the factory equipment?
Yes, that's a good question, because when you think about decolonization, you think, okay, now we are a German company, we have a German founder, of course, and that's something we can't ignore. Yes, we need a lot of high technical equipment there. It's just a normal chocolate factory, like in Switzerland. We have the modern, standard equipment. I think it's the easiest if you after the panel, if you have a look at our website, we have a lot of pictures of the factory, because I always imagined, a small factory, but it's huge. It's powered by solar power. the whole roof is paneled with solar powered. It's just crazy. And if you're inside, you wouldn't know that you're in Ghana, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, you are. So yeah, it's a crazy cool factory. And we financed it through different channels, because that's another really hard topic, the whole financing topic, because we finance some parts through crowdfunding. So we are a big believer in our crowd, because they supported us since the beginning in 2016. They supported us by funding small parts of the factory, because it's crazy expensive to build a huge factory there. And then we got a loan from the DEG. It's a German governmental funding for the global south project in the global south, I would call it. Yeah, that was our way to fund it. And we often get the question if it's valid that we say we decolonize chocolate, even though we are getting the money from the global north in the global south. Because yeah, it's a tricky question. But the problem is, we wouldn't have been able to build a factory in Ghana with money from Ghana, because we wouldn't have been able to get the money from the government, because the inflation is so high there.
Yeah, inflation is super high.
Yeah, it's super high, and so we wouldn't have been able to get the money in Ghana. That wouldn't have been possible. So it was our only chance to build it this way, to get the money from the global north to the global south. But
I think in your model, it's also a bit different, because the money is not like you are investing in Ghana as well, and you are investing in people and in a future for people in Ghana, instead of bringing money in, taking raw materials out, and just getting rich as well in the global north. I think with your system, really, because I was so impressed by the numbers of that you are paying. I think maybe I have the numbers somewhere, because like the minimum wage in Ghana is 10 cities, which is $55 US a month, and your staff is getting, like, I hope I'm not mistaken, but 10,000 cities per month, which relates to $225 USD, which seems maybe still low in some perspective, but from living in Ghana in the countryside, 1,000 cities is quite good.
And it's crazy. When, for example, when we put out the job offer here in Germany, a few people are applying, and if we put out a job vacancy in Ghana, 1,000 people are applying each day. It's crazy. They really are searching for high quality jobs, and not only in the in the agricultural sector, but also in the production or management, marketing, and I was really surprised by this number, to be honest. When our HR manager told me this, I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I think it's a really great chance for really giving people trying to implement tools for a different, an alternative livelihood. And also from the figures you said from the fair trade system, I think that's an interesting part where we can go in, because in fair trade, I think for a ton for cocoa farmers, it's $240 kind of, and you, as you said, pay $600. So there's a huge difference. So I am wondering what your thoughts on the current fair trade system and their standards are, and if you think it really has a positive impact, or if it's just a certificate to make people feel good.
Yeah, I think I have so many things to talk about there. Just at the beginning to really get an image in your head to understand what's the difference between our normal produced chocolate, a fair trade chocolate, and our chocolate. A normal chocolate you can get in the supermarket, which is not fair trade, not whatever certified. Around 6 to 7 cents are remaining in West Africa or in Ghana, if we stay in Ghana. If you take the fair trade chocolate in your bio supermarket next door, around 7 to 8 cents stay in West Africa. So no, yeah, okay.
Yeah, not a crazy difference. Yeah,
not a crazy difference. Although you are paying a crazy difference between a normal chocolate and the fair trade chocolate. And if you take our chocolate, which is on the same price level as the fair trade chocolate, which I need to say because some people think, oh, yeah, we need to pay 10 euros per bar. No worries. We pay. It leaves around 80 cents in Africa, in Ghana. So you have fair trade chocolate with 8 cents and our chocolate, which is not certified in fair trade, but because we decided to don't get certified because the certification is so expensive on the one hand, and we are still a small business. And then we just told ourselves we want to go deeper than just fair trade, because we are breaking the structures, because we decided to leave the production in Ghana. So that's the whole difference, I think, because fair trade, you need to differentiate between fair trade, the label, and the fair trade thing, because I think the fair trade, the whole movement of fair trade has really done remarkable stuff in the last years. But I don't think that the label fair trade is enough, or it's doing or is changing anything, because a lot of cocoa farmers are still living under the minimum wage, or they don't have that much more than they would sell normal.
So you wouldn't say it's an improvement. A fair trade label is making the consumer feel good. The consumer is paying more, but in the end, it doesn't change the narrative for farmers or the country.
No,
it's
not in that much, not in that way. We think, like we in the global north think when buying fair trade chocolate. It's not. I mean, it's 1 cent per bar.
Yeah,
it can't change that much. It's just not possible. So.
Well, and why do you think you're the pioneers at the moment for this system? Like, why haven't more people picked up the pace and be like, yeah, okay, let's do this?
Oh, we wish that would be so cool. Because it's hard, because it's really not that easy. It's not easy to build a factory there. The whole infrastructure on the countryside is not there. I mean, we have power outages for every day. We don't have a good Wi-Fi in the factory. I can go on and on. It's just not easy. And I think these big corporations, they have been in the global north since forever. And they're like these big, I have no idea, big spiders, and they're just sitting there and they're just so comfortable. Why should they need to change? I mean, it's working for them, right? And why should they do something super crazy like building a factory in the middle of nowhere? I mean,
yeah, I guess it has to come from consumers, that they change their consumption behavior, and also something like Ado did, saying like, okay, we're gonna stop exporting so much now.
Yeah, exactly. And I think some companies like us, they need to show that it's possible. That okay, it's not easy, but it's really possible to have world-class chocolate from Ghana, and not everything needs to come from Switzerland.
There's another question from the audience. How do you distribute the chocolate? Any distribution channels to Europe? Are you sold in fair trade shops? I guess the fair trade discussion was inspiring.
Yes, So our distribution channels, we are selling in a lot of bio companies in Germany, in France, in Switzerland as well, which is kind of funny. And we are also sold in Weltläden. I think this is what the viewer wanted to know. Yeah, we are sold at Weltläden. They were really, really great because they have been supporting us since the beginning. We are also certified from the Weltladen Dachverband. So they had a look at our factory, at our employees, at the farms, and really just certified us that we are valid and it's okay to them to sell us, even though we are not fair trade, like the certificate is fair trade certified. Yeah, so we are sold there, which is really great. And we are so happy to have them on our side since the beginning.
Other question from my side would be, are you selling your chocolate also in Ghana?
Yes. We since this year we are selling our chocolate in Ghana. At first we haven't, to be honest, because we didn't think that the market would be there. Because of course our chocolate is a little bit expensive, more expensive than the normal chocolate, which is sold in the Ghanaian market. But the market is huge. In the last month it has grown so much, and our chocolate is really, it's so cool. I think they are so proud to have like a really good, fair produced chocolate made in Ghana. I think that's maybe a huge selling point we didn't realize there. So now we have a whole sales team in Ghana as well, which are selling chocolates there.
Oh, it's really cool because I'm living most of the time in the countryside, really remotely, and in the markets and the small booth, mainly what you see is Nestle coffee and some other European or American or from somewhere else chocolate, but never something that's in. Obviously, coffee beans are coming from Ghana, and obviously cacao beans are coming from Ghana.
Yeah.
And when I was the first time there, it's also like a little bit naive, but I was super surprised that there's not a strong local market for their own products. But I have the feeling that now, I think in Accra it's a little bit different. I think in Accra there are niche markets for these kind of products, but also to be available for everybody. It's such a huge gap between something from a big corporate company who is exploiting the raw materials in the country towards something that is sustainable and coming from their raw materials.
That's really cool.
I think you're doing a great job. I think I'm getting another. I'm sorry, I have to do interview and question at the same
and community management at the same time.
So another question is, do you produce chocolate for end consumer only, so in bars, or also products for gastronomy?
That's really exciting because normally we are producing chocolate bars, but also unwrapped chocolate for the unpackaged shops in Germany, where you can buy in bulk if you want to. I understand totally. And but now I think it was on Monday or on Tuesday, we got our new machine for our factory because we want to offer chocolate drops, these small drops. So it's called a drop line, and it's so exciting for us because then we can sell to bakeries who are doing pain au chocolat with our chocolate, or to the gastronomy. So it's really, really cool, and we are starting to sell, I think, in January. So it's currently being installed and tested. So
nice.
It's really cool. So we can offer bulk chocolate drops made in Ghana, which is so cool.
Yeah, I think that leads me to another point. You are very transparent in your supply chain on your website. It's very easy to get access to your information. So this is why are you doing that also differently than other companies?
I think it's just our nature to be transparent about how we are producing, who our partners are, where are we getting our raw materials like our milk powder, our salt, whatever. I think it has to do with, first, of course, we want to set an example. We want to show that it can be done with this and this partner, but also I think some consumers think that it's too good to be true. Like a fair trade bio chocolate made in Ghana, which is wrapped in I don't know, it's not paper, not plastic, it's a biodegradable plastic, which is CO2 compensated, whatever. So we have a long list of pros. And I think for us, it was important to get the trust of the consumers to show that this is what we're really doing. And it's not just all greenwashing, because I think so many corporations are just selling green products, even though they are not green. So we are trying our best to communicate also our fails when something is not going right, because we are thinking that this is important to get our community on board and showing them, hey, it's not everything is not working out, or this is, for example, our milk powder is coming from Germany, which is so annoying to us, because our dream is to have all the raw materials from Africa and then they are being produced to a chocolate bar in Ghana, but there is no Demeter milk powder in Africa. Like there is no milk powder.
Yeah, so you need an organic or a certified milk powder, and you cannot get one in in the whole West Africa.
No, we can't. I mean, we looked, but it has something to do with with subsidies from the EU to Africa and the whole. I think we destroyed a lot of economies in Africa. I know. So it's just a fact. So it's the same with milk and the dairy industry in Africa. So there is at the moment no bio certified milk powder. So that's really annoying to us, but it's important to communicate it and to say, yeah, we found a really good farmer in Bavaria and we are really happy with them, but maybe it's not the end for us. We'll keep on looking, we'll keep on searching, but that's important to communicate and not just say, yeah, we have bio powder.
Would there be a possibility that you get into that business in Ghana? That you are at the end becoming the producer?
Of milk powder? Oh gosh. I think I shouldn't tell Hendrik that, because he is our founder. He's always full of ideas, and I think we should just focus on chocolate production at the moment, and then we can go further. But yeah, I think that's the reason why we want to be transparent, to show, to maybe also to be a little bit vulnerable, because it's important to show, just to get all your cards on the table. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think also as a resource for other people to see, like, okay, how can I, if I want to go into this business, what were the do's and what were the do's and don'ts? What should I have in mind? I think that's it's a great supply from you to other people, to inspire other people to do the same thing. Yeah. Because we need a whole lot of movement.
We are still alone.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I think we really covered it really quite well. If I'm getting another question, people are really engaging with this talk. So great.
Oh, nice. I'm so proud of
myself. So this is the transparency. I'm in. No, but I'm just wondering how far the transparency goes. So one, one question is, do you already write black figures, like numbers, or do you have still to be supported by external money to survive?
We are unfortunately not doing black numbers at the moment. We are hoping to get there really soon, but no, it's not possible. As I said, it was really, really expensive to build a high standard factory in Ghana. And we just bought a whole new machine. And I think in about 3 months, we need to buy a whole load of cacao beans for the next year. So it's not just a small figure. So yeah, no, we are not profitable at the moment.
But you're not doing crowdfunding anymore, or still?
Well, kinda, I would say. We have. I'm not sure if it's a loan, it's an Anleihe, or
Yeah,
a
no, it's a
Darlehen.
loan.
Yeah, a loan. Yeah,
It's a loan.
yeah. So you as a private person can invest in FairAfric, and invest your money for a couple of years, and then you're getting the money back with a certain interest rate, of course. Yeah, and since I'm not sure, June we are an AG. I have no idea what's in English.
Like an interest company, I think.
I have no idea. So we are not a GmbH anymore, but an AG.
Yeah, I also don't have the English word, but maybe moving to also like a linked topic. I saw on your website that you that farmers can be co-owners of your organization. Maybe you can explain that a little bit further, because I saw it's like not that easy.
Yeah, it's super complicated, and it's also linked to we are still not making any profit, so we can't getting them. But the whole vision is the farmers are already in a shared bulk thingy in our company. I have no idea how I can explain it. So every employee, for example, is also invested or as a part, invested in our company, and so are the farmers, because we wanted to give them the same shares as we have as employees of the company. So if FairAfric is making a whole lot of money, some like in the distant future, we as employees get a bonus from our shares, but also the farmers getting a bonus from their shares, because we thought this is a really nice model of giving back, of also letting them participate on our success. So but as we are not making any profit, we can't get them.
Yeah, hopefully in the future. But I think it's a nice concept. Anyways, like if it's from two different countries working together, but just as a business model to give a little bit more, maybe empowerment or ownership of something that you are working for, instead of being just an employee. Especially if you're the source for the product, being a farmer. I think that's a really really nice move. Great. So I think, and I don't think there's a new question from the YouTube chat, but I would say we move into the deep dive session, where everybody can follow us and join us and ask questions to Sophia directly. I thank you very much for this interesting talk, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. It was really, really nice, and thank you for your questions and your time.
Thank you.